Hi, hello friends. Welcome to Life with YouTube channel. In previous session, we have discussed about the structure of kidney and human excretory system. Today, I want to explain you the human skeletal system, the bones and cartilages and everything. Let us discuss this in detail. Human skeletal system. The human skeletal system consists of bones and cartilages. It is associated with bones and cartilages. Why it is made with bones and cartilages is because of to maintain the posture and to maintain a posture and fixation and movements of body. Movements of body. There are 206 bones in our body. There are 206 bones in our body. These are and a few cartilages are also present. So let us discuss now how many bones are present in each part. In total 206 bones. Those are divided into two divisions. That is that one axial axial skeleton and appendicular skeleton. What is axial skeleton and what is appendicular skeleton? What is axial skeleton means the bones which are present in the main axis of the body. That includes the axial skeleton includes the skull and sternum, ribs, and vertebral column. These are all included under the axial skeleton. Now let us discuss the bones in the skull. Bones in the skull. These are further divided into two types. That is A. Cranial bones and B. Facial bones. Here, the axial skeleton consists of 80 bones and appendicular skeleton consists of 126 bones, total together called 206 bones. Okay? Cranial bones are of facial bones are of 12 and cranial bones are of 8. 12, 8. Sorry, this is 14. See, cranial bones are 8 and facial bones are 14. Now, let us discuss these cranial bones. That is frontal bone, okay, let us discuss as these are 8, this is 1 in number. Parietal bone, frontal, parietal, temporal, occipital, sphenoid, and ethmoid bone. As these are 8 in number, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. Count 2 to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 bones. Now, this frontal bone, where does this present? It forms the forehead. It forms of our forehead and floor of the cranial cavity. Forehead and floor of the, it forms here. Now, this parietal bone forms at the sides of the cranial cavity and it is joined to the frontal bone. Parietal bone is joined to the frontal bone by coronary suture. Coronary suture. Coronary suture. And parietal bone is also joined to occipital bone, posteriorly to the occipital bone by lambdoid suture. Lambdoid. Lambdoid suture. Now, temporal bone. This forms the lateral parts of the cranial cavity. Lateral parts. And occipital bone. This occipital bone is situated in the posterior portion. Posterior, that is at the base of the cranium. Base of cranium. You see now, it has a large opening called foramen magnum. It has a large opening called foramen magnum. Suppose you think as it is. And if here it is the foramen magnum, this is the brain and the part of the brain, that is medulla oblongata, passes through this foramen magnum and joins the spinal cord. Are you understanding, friends? Observe it carefully in closure manner so that you can understand. This is the part of the brain that is medulla oblongata. Medulla oblongata passes through the foramen magnum and joins as a spinal cord. And at the posterior portion we have two condyles. Two condyles at the either side of the foramen magnum. Hence it is called a dicondylic skull. Dicondylic skull. And because there are two condyles. Sphenoid bone. That is, this sphenoid bone is called a keystone bone of the cranium. This is the important bit in it, students. Neat. Sphenoid bone is the keystone bone of cranium. Keystone, because it is present in the middle of the base of the cranium. Middle of base of cranium. Why it is called keystone bone? Because it articulates with all other bones. Because it articulates with frontal, parietal, temporal, occipital. It is connected with all bones. Now, ethmoid bone, it is present in the middle interior of the cranium. Middle interior of cranium. Okay, frontal one bone, parietal two, temporal two, occipital one, sphenoid one, and ethmoid one. Now let us discuss about the facial bones 14. Frontal bones are 14 in number. Let us discuss them in detail where they are present. Facial bones. Okay. Facial bones are 14 in number. First one, nasal chambers. 2 in number. Nasal chambers. They forms the base of the nasal cavity and they are 2 in number. Base of nasal cavity. Okay. Then maxillae. These are also two in number. They forms the upper jaw. The two maxillary bones forms the upper jaw, and that two bones forms the upper jaw. And this is the jaw where our teeth are embedded in the sockets. Here teeth are embedded in sockets. In this maxilla we are going to see this, and then that is involved in the formation of the anterior part of the hard palate. This maxilla are important in formation of anterior part of hard palate. Hard palate. It is important, friends. Just note this one. Then zygomatic bones. Two in number. Lacrimal bones. Two in number. These zygomatic bones are the bones related to face. And lacrimal bones. See, zygomatic bones are two in number, and lacrimal bones are also two in number. These bones are also known as, hence they are in the face, they are also known as cheek bones. And lacrimal bones are the smallest bones of face. Then, carefully listen students, then we are going to discuss inferior nasal conchae. They are also two in number. They are like small scroll-like structures. See friends, they are scroll-like structures that form a part of lateral wall of nasal cavity. They forms the lateral wall of nasal cavity. See, there are 14 in number. 2, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Still 4 are left. Those 4 we can discuss here now. Next we see vomer. This is 1 in number. This is present at the base of the nasal cavity, and it is triangular in shape. Triangular. Okay. And mandible. This is also one. See, this is called mandible. This is the only movable one. Only movable, and this is the strongest. Strongest bone. See, this is the strongest bone and the longest bone. Strongest and longest bone of the facial bones. This is the only movable one. Now, okay, let us discuss the other one. That is Palatine Bones. Palatine bones forms the posterior portion of hard palate. Sorry, this is 2 in number. They forms the posterior portion of hard palate. Okay. posterior portion of heart palate. See friends, facial bones are 14 in number, 2, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so note down this friends. Don't waste your time. Just get noted this. All need preparing students, please note this one. It is so important and it is good notes to you. Know this friends. Then next discuss about the skeletal structures that are associated with the sense organs. That is ear ossicles. Again, I'll give a clear cut description of bones in each organ. Just get noted all this. Skip the video, note all the points. Otherwise, you may lose that important points. Now, ear ossicles. We all of us know that ear ossicles are 6 in number. That is, in each ear 3. 3, as we have 2 ears, 3 into 2, 6 ear ossicles. Those 3 are malleus, incus, and stapes. Stapes is the smallest bone. Not only in the ear, in our whole body. This is the smallest one, important bit friends. And this is modified of, malleus is modified of articulate. Incus is modified of quadrate. This is modified of hyomandibula. Remember this friends, this is important. I'll tell you the trick how to remember. Malleus is a modified of articulate and incus is modified of quadrate and stapes modified of hyomandibula. See, M.A. that is Master of Arts. Remember in this manner. And incus quadrate, IQ, that is intelligent quotient. And stapes, if you remember these two, the other will easily come to you. So these stapes, hyomandibula. Now, let us discuss about the hyoid bone. I'll give a clear cut description to you here. See friends, in a axial skeleton, skull that has cranial bones, facial bones. Cranial bones are 18 number and facial bones 14 in number. Then ear ossicles 6, as we have 3 in each, 3 into 2 6. Then ribs, we have 12 ribs and they are in pairs, so 12 toes 24. Sternum, one single bone. Vertebral column 26 and hyoid bone 1 in number. Count 8, 8 4 12, 12 6 18, 18 4 22, 22 1 23, 23 6 29 and 1 30. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 80 bones. Note down this, friends. This is very important because this type of description you won't get anywhere. Just note down this. We have discussed this one, this one, this one, and first let us discuss about the hyoid bone. Here I'll discuss about the hyoid bone. Just get noted this fastly. I will drop this, students. Hyoid bone is a single U-shaped bone. Single U-shaped bone that is present at the base of the buccal cavity between the larynx and the mandible. Present at the base of buccal cavity. Can you able to see, friends? Base of buccal cavity between mandible and larynx. This is the single bone, one in number. Now, let us discuss about the sternum. Note down this, friends. I am going to about this. First, let us discuss about the vertebral column. Okay? Here only I'll write. Vertebral column that consists of 26 vertebra. Vertebral column. Vertebral column consists of 26 vertebra, and the structure of vertebra that has a neural canal through which spinal cord passes. Spinal cord passes through this canal. If you observe the structure of the that vertebra, that has a centrum, that has a body called a centrum, and that has a vertebral or neural arch that articulates with the skeletal structures. Now let us discuss about the number of vertebrae we have discussed. Types of vertebrae we can discuss. Those types are cervical, thoracic, lumbar, sacral, and coccygeal. 7, 12, 5, 1, 1. See, cervical vertebra are 7 in number, thoracic 12. The notation to write this is I'll show here. Just copy this. Don't get waste of your time. You have to remember all these points as those are important bits. C7, T12, L5, S1, C1. Okay. In embryo stages, we used to have a 5 are fused to 1 and 4 are fused to form this coccygeal. Hence, in adult we have 26, whereas in embryo we used to have 33 vertebra total. Let us discuss about the cervical vertebra. This is a cervical vertebra. The first vertebra is having a atlas. Suppose, for example, I'll show this. This is the atlas. See, this is the atlas. This atlas is articulated with the, see, if it is cervical vertebra, it is here, and the occipital condyles are located here. So, this atlas is articulated with the occipital condyles, and it is also articulated with the odontoid canal. And the second vertebra is axis. The axis is articulated with the odontoid process. So this odontoid process, that is this axis, is fits into the odontoid canal to make a rotating of the head. Hence this is like pen and cap. So the first vertebra is atlas and second vertebra is axis. Just now I showed you like pen and cup, they are attached. And in a thoracic vertebra, I told you na, thoracic vertebra are 12 in a number. And this thoracic vertebra region has the head of the ribs, namely are capticulum and tuberculum. Okay, these two are important, friends. These articulate with the facets of the thoracic vertebra. Now let us discuss about the lumbar vertebra. These lumbar vertebra are the strongest. These are strongest and largest free vertebra. Next, sacral vertebra. Sacral vertebra, it is a triangular bone formed by the fusion of 5 sacral vertebrae. Before I told you know, it is formed by the fusion of 5 sacral vertebra. And next, fifth one, that is coccygeal vertebra. This is also a triangular bone. This is also a triangular bone, and that is present below the sacral vertebrae. That is formed by the fusion of 4 coccygeal vertebra. That is formed by the fusion of, I'll write here, that is fifth one, formed by the fusion of 4 coccygeal vertebra. Next, the functions of vertebral column is they protects the spinal cord in the neural canal. The protection of spinal cord. These are helpful because to protect the spinal cord and protects the skull, and it makes the movement between our head and our shoulder region. It is helpful in that way. Okay, friends, thank you. And let us discuss later about this ribs and sternum in the next video. Thank you. If you like this video, please share and subscribe.